All right, let's do it live on a loaded up, the First Friday edition. This is the ultimate First Friday. Merely Bo, the great Z. Now, this is the First Friday that First Fridays were made for, is this one, heading into the Thanksgiving holiday.
This is the biggest
football Christmas.
Social gathering, pub, bar, watering hole night of the year. It's number
the
one.
Best. I mean, at various points of your life, it represents different things.
Yes.
Whether you're, that first time, like that you were legally able to go to like your hometown pub and have a drink with family and friends. So those times are great. And then there's times as adults and times when you're stranded. I mean, there's many times in this business that we're in that I always have to work this weekend because when I was in Florida, this was Florida State, Florida was this weekend. And obviously it's Ohio State, Michigan. So I've never not worked the Friday after this. So this is kind of like the one day that you have is this night heading into tomorrow.
It was also, I mean, this was for young folks who make their first, they all go off to college. When you come back, this is what it's society. People walk around with AirPods in and they just
hold on. I can tell you.
Good to see you, Gibby.
Good to talk to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in.
We should have just
a lot of dimmed lights.
Dim lights.
The ultimate First Friday on a Friday, I think it was.
With Vincenzo and
FaceTime because my boys were in town.
Oh, okay.
For the Ravens game.
For the
Ravens
Friday
game. Friday night before the Ravens game.
Yeah, he looks like he enjoyed it.
Tequila.
He's
he
not
was supposed to do
way.
the 2-minute drill.
He has no juice to
not
him.
in a good way right now.
Oh man, he's frowning.
It's 3:00.
We're
professionals around here.
That's how good last night was.
Hold on a second.
Oh, geez. There's a million tricks of the trade that prevent that from happening.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He's still in his 20s, is he not?
Of course. There's
What
no
are we
reason
talking
for
about?
him to still be in a
Play
slumber.
like a champion. No excuses. Back in my day, in the 20s?
Yeah,
Give
you
it.
gotta
In the
rally.
20s?
In our 20s? Come on.
We
No
would
big
be
deal.
going again by 3
Run it back.
the next day.
Run it back.
There was a good chance that maybe at lunchtime we needed something to get
Hair of the dog.
Yeah,
to
keep it
get
moving.
back on the horse.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, when you fall off the horse, what do? You get back on that
Yeah,
horse.
that's it.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, you can't all be
Yeah,
changes.
it's a fun one out there. So enjoy, be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe.
It's going to
most
be, I think, the
especially.
weather is going to
Uba.
start getting.
All right.
Does it start
So
getting nasty tonight?
I left. I had some things to do after my morning activities, and then I left. Talked to your boy this morning.
I saw.
The Great Herbs.
I was aware.
Do you know what his record is in rivalry games in college?
From all of his schools?
Okay, so he was at
Is it unblemished?
No, it's blemished, but not much. So he's at Bowling Green where you got to beat Toledo.
Yep.
And he split.
Team.
He split. He's
Utah.
at Utah where you got to beat BYU. He went 2-0.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Then he went to Florida where you got to beat Tennessee, Florida State, and Georgia. And he went he went 16-2
Okay.
against those.
And then undefeated.
And then 7-0 against Michigan for a grand total of 26-3 in rivalry games.
basically.
I was trying to
It's
find
basically unblemished.
pretty much. And the only one of the three was his year two at Bowling Green. He lost to Toledo.
Yeah.
And you must have had an injury that year, Gibbe, because Bowling Green was ranked like 20th in the country. I was looking this up this morning. They were ranked like 20th in the country.
The first
they
MAC school to ever have college game day.
Okay, so did somebody get hurt? Like, did Josh Harris get hurt? Like, what happened?
Yeah, they had a star wide receiver who was a playmaker, and he went down. They had a couple injuries.
Because they lost like 3 of their last 4.
Yes.
But they were undefeated and ranked like 20th in the country up until that point, and they beat Power 5 teams like they were there. But I was curious, like I wonder, like Saban was 18-10 at Toledo, Michigan State, LSU, and Alabama in what you would call rivalry games. No one's even in the vicinity. Like there might be like a Newt Rockne or something from 100 years ago who was incredible, but nobody's better than Urban in rivalry games. It was
That's amazing. That's a heck of a
26-3 in games that matter to your school is nuts. But that's how that guy rolls on the college side of things. Back here on the professional side of things, no practicing today for us, or not practicing today for us. Denzel Ward out with a migraine. Aiden Huntington with a quad. Brendan Bates with an ankle. Did I hear another one that you added, Gibbe?
Alex Wright did not
yeah.
practice today.
Okay.
But I guess it was known that he wasn't going to be out there yet.
It was known.
It is known.
The practice reports didn't have it on there, so we had a question, but got that answered.
All right, very good. And because we won, Myles Garrett earned AFC Defensive Player of the Week for the games last weekend. The National Football League announced on Wednesday. It's the 5th career weekly award for Myles, first since Week 12 of 2024. He joins Andre Schmidt, Grant Delpit, who was Special Teams Player of the Week, as the third Browns player to be named AFC Player of the Week this season.
Yeah, and Myles Garrett now has 5 Player of the Week awards, tied with the great Bernie Kosar for the most ever by a Browns player.
Is that so? That's the number?
That's it.
I guess you can't win it at left tackle.
I think he has 0 Player of the Week awards. Yeah,
for the Hoff.
Yeah, no, he gets
Hoff had, how
his
many
rewards
clean
are
sheets?
first team.
What
All-Pros.
does Hoff got to get a clean? I mean, how many clean sheets he got to get AFC Offensive Player of the Week?
I don't think that there's even a possibility that he'd have to probably catch a touchdown on a tackle eligible. He'd have to catch a touchdown. Maybe he'd have to catch 2.
Allow no pressures
and
like
no blank.
We'd have to run for 320 yards
At the time, blank like DeMarcus Ware.
There you go.
Or Terrell Suggs,
something
who he
like
did
that.
blank.
But a lot of that stuff was that was right. He was right at the onset of like the PFF stuff, and a lot of like that data wasn't available.
Yeah,
that we have now in terms of how they're grading and all that.
I'm going so far as to say I don't believe that there has ever been a non-skill position person who's ever won Offensive Player of the Week.
I think that's fair. Who do you think has won the most Offensive Players of the Week in NFL history? And I don't have the answer. I'm just curious what the guess is.
Peyton Manning.
That would be my guess, too.
That's the first that popped into my mind.
Yeah, greatest regular season quarterback
of all
ever.
Time.
And
I think Peyton. Absolutely.
And then defensive. Who do you think's won the most defensive?
Well, I think one thing we need to understand is when did they start doing this?
I understand.
I'm going to say
I'll be damned.
What?
I was going to say, are you
Jerry
looking at
Rice?
the same thing I am?
Mm-mm. The most is Tom Brady.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's a.
But I would have thought it was Manning.
Guess.
So he's won. Yeah, Brady's won 40.
Wow.
Manning's won 37.
Okay.
Breeze has won 32. He is third on that.
So
list.
this feels like this is something that is in the 2000s.
It's very new. It seems to me like
Can we talk about who's fourth?
Oh my gosh! With a special team,
It's a kicker.
A John Carney won it 28 times.
Good for him.
How about that?
John Carney. Isn't John Carney the kicking coach for our guy? Isn't John Carney Andre Schmidt's kicking coach?
The most defensive was Derek Thomas, 15.
So that goes back a ways.
Yeah, that's 89 to 99. He won 15 of them. He has the most defensive ones. I'll tell you what, Myles should have already had 3 this year. Like if we win, like he would be at.
Yeah, John Carney is the kicking coach for Andre Schmidt. Our Andre Schmidt.
How about that?
Yeah.
Like just his personal kicking coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, quite accomplished.
Played for 23 seasons.
Yeah. Bruce Smith had 13.
Derek Thomas,
they
that
really
surprises
spread
me.
the defensive ones out. I mean, they got a Mark Mosley on here who played from 70 to 86.
So then these are older than
so
we
they're
thought.
older, yeah. Lawrence Taylor won it 16 times. So I guess that's more. That's the most.
What
defensive.
about I would have thought J.J. Watt or Aaron Donald. I
They're
would have
not
thought
even in the top.
Revis Island.
No, they're nowhere even in the top.
Prime time.
No.
Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher.
Nope.
Huh.
No. Lawrence Taylor number 1, and then Derek Thomas number 2.
I mean, Myles
On the
has
defensive
5.
side. He's got 5. So, yeah, in order to get to the,
By the way, the fact that Myles has 5 in his career and Jordan Brooks has 2 this season is blasphemy.
Well, yeah, that's also the nonsense of the have to win in order to win it thing, which is
dumb.
Seems silly.
It's a 3-phase game.
Yeah, it really is. Are we going to get all this in? I mean, I'm just looking at this. We've got matchups.
Dude, I'm telling you, we just got to stay on clock.
We got to stay on clock.
Stay
here,
on
kids.
task today.
We got college football 4 downs. Oh my God!
College
we got
football,
over unders. We got our matchups. Oh my gosh!
By the way, I didn't even throw it in there. Isaiah Bond just joined us. We just taped
Scores?
with him, so we'll do Bond and matchups. But the matchups are quick. It's just one matchup.
I don't know. Should we break now?
Sure.
I think we should break now.
Let's go.
There's
Let's
so
do
much
it.
going on. I mean, we never do this, but I just feel
Dogs
like
and cats living
I'm
together.
ready.
Mass
we got
hysteria.
it. Kev, I'm ready. I bet Kevin is. We have to do.
Kevin
math
just got done
outside.
hosting. I think Kevin's cleaning the toilets over there after he's done.
He's doing it all, man.
Editorial work.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, I do it all, man. It's okay. I got it.
That K and good karma. Kev, Those are your hot topics today, presented by University Hospital's official healthcare partner of your Cleveland Browns. Browns fans, visit browns.com/Sugardale to vote now for which Northeast Ohio high school marching band you'd like to see perform at halftime on December 7th. March to Midfield, presented by Sugardale and Meyer. We will get into the San Francisco 49ers. We will meet them coming up next. You'll hear from your starting quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. We're off and running on the first Friday edition of Cleveland Browns Daily, presented by Ballybet, official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland. Elk and Elk Serious Lawyers, serious injuries. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO for a free case for you. Elk and Elk's proud partner of your Cleveland Browns. We begin the matchups at the podium, presented by Vivid Seats. Purchase your official fan experience package today for the ultimate game day. Here's your starting quarterback, Shedeur Sanders.
When you took away from, I really like what I did here and really feel like this is things I needed to really work on and progress on.
I was really thankful for being out there, of course, and it's everything, in the midst of a game that you could progress in. When it comes to, even footwork, when you're handing the ball off, locating defenders, understand that the windows do close a little bit quicker, There's a lot of things that you could go back in a game and look back and want to redo.
I say that all to say, what can we reasonably expect for you in your second start? When you kind of expect yourself in the second start?
I said to do my job.
Shedeur, you did allude to after the game, kind of for the first time, just how hard this past 6 months really has been for you, which for the most part you've put on a happy face for us, and you've had that smile, and you've had that great attitude and everything, but this was a lot harder, wasn't it, than you really let on, and why and how were you able to just not show it as much as you did?
Well, first and foremost, I got God, so through that, He's able to protect me through everything, but we're in a good moment now, you know, and I don't like looking back. I don't like looking back at the past, you know, and how I was feeling in that moment or however it was, because I'm here now. So I don't never dwell on the past and things that happened before.
Shedeur, with Harold and seeing the yards after the catch he's able to pick up, what's that like for you as a quarterback? And Dylan Sampson made the comment that Harold just never quits on a play. So
Yeah.
what's that like to be out there with?
Nah, it's great to be out there with Harold. I know all the receiver corps, that's the goal, is to get yards after catch. So I think he set an example. He set the bar high for us and his team.
Shedeur, no Cleveland Browns quarterback has ever won his first 2 starts. Does it surprise you, and how do you feel about that?
I don't really go off analytics and all that stuff, and it really doesn't matter to me, honestly. You know, I'm focused on what I could do and what I could control.
You could be the first.
I always wish the best, you know, and I do everything I can, you know, for this team and for everybody. But I got a great defense, got a great team, got great receivers, so I'm just thankful.
Big play to Isaiah, the 52-yarder, help you. And then did you notice the effect that it seemed to have on the rest of the team?
Well, it's about belief. The reason why I am so confident in the way I am is the guys around believe, you know. So that's what's most important within having a team, within having an offense, within having to have a spark. You know, you got to have guys that believe, you know. So, and I'm fully confident in myself throughout everything, you know, and I'm confident in my team, and I'm sure they're confident in me also.
Shedeur, obviously you had a conversation with Kevin about remaining the starter earlier this week. Just what was that moment like for you? Because you talk about the work you put in those 6 months to get to the point to just start, but to know that you not only got that opportunity, but you did enough to keep the job. Just what was that like for you?
Well, I'll say I'm definitely not comfortable though. So that's first and foremost, that I have another opportunity to go out there. But in life, you gotta understand how quickly things come or how long it comes. It could be taken at any point in time. So I'm never comfortable in situation I'm in. I always want to exceed expectations and I always want to grow. You know, and each and every week I will want to put a better product of myself, be a better version of myself for the team to be out there.
With Sampson, how have you seen him handle this year? He kind of got off to a slow start, and then seems to be coming on. Obviously made that huge play for you Sunday.
Dylan been the same all year, you know, mentally, so you wouldn't even know unless you look at the numbers, you know. So he has good energy, good everything, you know, when he's out there. So.
It's not often that the President of the United States shouts out an NFL player. So for you to get, you know, and I told you so from the President of the United States, what did that mean to you this week?
Yeah, he definitely been a supporter, you know, for a minute. So I'm just thankful for him, from, you know, even taking time out his day to be able to speak out, you know, and support.
Shedeur, obviously unfortunate circumstances for why Dylan Gabriel lost the starting job last week dealing with concussion, but now that he's back, just how has he sort of showed support for you already this week as you guys get ready for that? Yeah,
definitely. He's a hard worker. He's the same guy. I feel like a lot of people in his locker room is the same within every situation they're in. You understand, he spent a lot of years in college, so he got experience in a lot of different areas and a lot of different people, so he knows how to like bond and mess with different people. So since he's been back, he's been good. He's been cool throughout everything.
Sure. How's it feel to be part of it? We've talked so much about this rookie class, and now you're contributing as part of it. Just how do you look at this entire group and you being part of it?
Yeah, I'm just thankful, you know, Andrew Berry made the choices, you know, he made, and the coaching staff for getting us all here. I feel like it's a great class. We all bond together. We're all we're all like family, so I'm just thankful that we're all here together, and I know it's going to be very exciting. And you have high expectations for us, we're here to exceed those.
What do you see from San Francisco's defense when you watch them on tape and you're getting ready for the game? I'm not trying to ask you to give away game plan, but
no, for sure.
What do you see when you look at that 49er defense?
They're a well-coached team. Honestly, they rush the passer very good. They're great in coverage. They have great disguises overall. They know how to get pressure to the quarterback. So they're a great all-around defense. We know they're gonna have something different, cooking for us. But just going out there, even having this opportunity, to go out there and study him and be able to go on the field is cool. It's very cool. So I'm just thankful for it.
All right, time to meet those San Francisco 49ers. It's presented by Vivid Seats, official fan experience package of your Cleveland Browns. San Francisco 8-4 on the season. That is good for third in the hyper-competitive NFC West.
Seriously.
They are coached by the gangster Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
He is 77-66 in his 9th season as a head coach. He is a 2-time NFC champion. Series record, the Browns do lead that 13-8. Last time out, we won here. We remember this one very well, 19-17. Wasn't that the one when Pedro picked them to win on Browns Daily?
That's right. And then they lost. That was Siciliano's first game in the booth.
That's right.
Jake Moody. He missed it wide to the right.
That's right. Last time out, they beat Carolina 20-9. Their league rankings: offense 10th overall, 26th in rushing, 3rd in passing. Their defense 22nd overall, 10th against the run, 26th against the pass. The turnover differential is -6. For more on the San Francisco 49ers, we turn it over to Dr. Z.
Yeah, this is a very, very good offense, and they are kind of positionless. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things for them. Christian McCaffrey right now, sensational, leading the league in total yards from scrimmage, total touches, rushing attempts, receptions, all of it. They've got Juszczyk. Kittle's having a nice season. Jake Tonjes has been a nice addition for them at the tight end position. Pearsall's back healthy. They've got Juwan Jennings having a nice season. Sky Moore, the former Chiefs, hit some nice plays for them. Demarcus Robinson. They just have a lot of guys. Kendrick Bourne's got a couple games over 100 yards. He had one over 150 where they just move people around. They don't have a great line, but they haven't given up a ton of sacks, just 19 this season. They don't run it well, but they somehow do a lot of those what I call long handoffs, especially to Christian McCaffrey, who has just been, this is one of those seasons he's having that is just, he's special. Now, I can't tell you how many times per Niners game, including on Monday night, where I get texts from my dad who is furious with how much Christian McCaffrey touches the ball. Well, Dad, he's very good. He's like, give it to Brian Robinson.
He wants
more.
Brian Robinson?
He's like, they're going to get him hurt. So he leads the league with 217 carries. He leads the league with 81 receptions. That's never happened before. Nobody has ever led the league in carries and receptions. He leads the league. He already has. We played 12 games. They have. He leads the league. He's got 298 touches already, 1,581 total yards, and 12 total touchdowns. So he leads the league in total touches, total yards, rushes, and receptions.
That is nuts that he's got basically 800 yards rushing and receiving.
He's going 1,000
easy, yeah.
For the second time. Last time he did it was 2019. To do that at the age of 29 would really be something, considering that prior to this season, he'd already had 1,900 touches in the NFL. To then go 1,000 again is wild. In fact, he hasn't been – his 785 through 12 games is the most he's had receiving since the year he went over 1,000. So this is kind of a wild thing. He's had 2 100-catch seasons in his career. Leading the league, though, 12 games, 81 catches, which is kind of interesting because that means now he's had the benefit, to be fair, he's not even averaging 7 catches a game. He's averaging 6.8, but he's had the benefit of the Niners haven't had a bye yet.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of guys at 11 games who, even if they were averaging 7 catches a game, would be at 81. I think it's very hard for him to lead the league in receptions all the way through.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that's who they are on offense. Very good. This is going to be a fun one in terms of they're the number 2 third down offense. The Browns are the number 3 third down defense. They average 22 first downs a game. They're 5th in the NFL. The Browns give up just 16 first downs a game. They are 2nd best in the league. So matchup of teams that are very good at certain things here in terms of that. Now, defensively, you flip it around. As Siciliano said, this is not the who's who on defense, it's the who's he defense. You don't know who any of these guys are. You really don't.
Yeah.
They're without Warner. They're without Nick Bosa. I mean, here's their starting line. on defense. Alfred Collins, Kalia Davis, Bryce Huff, and Sam Ukuanu. Huh? Who?
Yeah, right.
Their linebackers are Tatum Bethune, their 7th-rounder from last year, D. Winters, a 6th-rounder from 23, and Luke Gifford, an undrafted free agent from 19. Their corners, they got Upton Stout, their 3rd-rounder this year, Renardo Green, a 2nd-rounder the year before, and then Diamador Lenoir, who was with the Chiefs, is a very good corner. He's there as well. This is not this is Malik Mustafa, 4th-round pick, Jair Brown, a 3rd-round pick. All homegrown, but not necessarily a defense that you know. They don't sack the quarterback, 32nd in the NFL in sacks. They are the number 26 pass defense, the number 22 total defense. They are number 26 in turnover margin here. They're -6, yet they're 8-4, 18th on 3rd downs. But they win. They just win. They know what to do. They know how to win, and they go out and win. This is a matchup I think the Browns certainly could win. D. Winters leads the team with 78 tackles. Bryce Huff leads the team now with 4 sacks. It had been Nick Bosa had been tied for the team league with 3, and he hasn't played in months. But, you think about the fact that Mac Jones came in and went 5-3 in his 8 starts, 70% completions, 13 touchdowns, 6 picks. Purdy, 3-1 as a starter. Numbers not quite as good. He had the 3-pick game last week. But they know how to win. That's what they do. The home team in this matchup has won 5 straight games, which is great. The Browns beating them, as you mentioned, 19-17 and 23. Browns lead the season all-time 13-8. Would not have had that.
No, I would not. This must not have played much in that.
In the heyday.
In that heyday through the.
Although that's when the Browns
we
were
were
pretty
good then too.
Yeah, we'd have to look that up. Actually, I can look that up as I talk. But yeah, this is a winnable game. You've got to stop Christian McCaffrey. You've got to try to make the 49ers one-dimensional, and then you have an opportunity. Here's how it goes. Here we go. 84 Niners win, 87 Niners win, 90 Niners win, 93 Browns win, 2003 Browns win, 2007 Browns win, 11 Niners win, 15 Browns win, 19 Niners win. That was the Monday night beating, and then the Browns won the last one. So this is a rivalry that goes back to the 50s.
There you go. That's got to be where the Browns have the dominance.
Browns started off 5-2, 8-3 from 1950 to 1981. 8-3, which means they are 5-5 since.
Yeah. So that tracks certainly. It's always fun when that uniform comes to town, and the weather's going to be nuts.
Yeah. How about this
Sunday? I mean, it's nuts.
2023.
Yeah.
That's not that long ago.
No.
Browns were quarterbacked by P.J. Walker.
Yeah.
The leading rushers for the Browns on that day were Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt. The leading receiver that day was Marquise Goodwin.
Jeez. I would not have had that.
I'm sorry. He had a 20-yard rush. Sorry. Leading receiver Amari had 108. Kareem Hunt had 24. And for them, it was Ayuk had 76. McCaffrey got hurt in that game early on, but he had a receiving touchdown. That's just wild. P.J. Walker, Amari Cooper, Kareem Hunt, Jerome Ford were our leaders in that game.
Someone else got hurt for the 49ers.
Debo.
In the fight.
Debo did, yeah.
Debo got hurt
like in
right
the
away.
pregame skirmish.
No, he didn't get hurt in the skirmish, but he started a skirmish.
There's a defensive
Trent Williams
player.
was in the middle
or
of
no, Trent Williams. Trent Williams got dinged up in that game.
Yeah. They lost. Trent got hurt, McCaffrey got hurt, and Debo got hurt, and they still had a field goal to win it at the end, and he missed it.
He did. All right, we'll do a little college football, Nate, with 4 downs. Coming up next, you're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're presented by Ballybet, official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland. Ready to hit the field? Test your football instincts with the Over-Under Challenge presented by Ballybet this Sunday, November 30th. It's only November 30th. Over $10,000 worth of prizes will be given away, and you can join the free-to-play game on the Browns app. Must be 21 plus and present in Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Time now for the segment that continues to sweep the nation. Your one-stop shop for football of the collegiate variety. Time for 4 Downs with your Uncle Bo and College Football Nate. Hello, Gibby.
Yeah, baby.
Gentlemen.
Big weekend.
Let's go. This is
It's the best.
The table is set.
Yeah, it's fun.
Clear your schedules. Do nothing.
Well, oh, what a tune, too, Kev.
There we go.
Buckeye boy got to come through.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a big one.
Mammoth.
Huge. Some people are saying the biggest ever.
Can't say
Hey, where's our fun moment for in the rundown? Is it in the rundown?
No.
But we got to have it.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Bo wants it. The people want it.
Okay.
Enough from the clown wants it.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's
for an audience of one.
That's it. I was going to say, I didn't even have to. Thank you. Thank you for finishing that. It's time for 4 Downs with Uncle Bo and College Football. Nate, Kev, hit it.
First down.
Ohio State finally beats the team up north Saturday if they do blank. College Football, Nate.
Don't get in your heads. Don't try to prove something. Just win the game. You're the better team by a lot. Just go out there and play a normal game plan. Pretend like it's not Michigan. Pretend like you're playing any team. Change the uniform all week. Pretend it's not Michigan. Get out of your own heads. Ryan Day, from my sources down there, already is acting tense, acting like a different guy. No, be the same guy. Be you. Let Ohio State be Ohio State. Here's the beautiful thing, too. This game doesn't really matter that much anymore. It does. Hold on. Hold on.
That's a good way to die.
Hold on. Last year,
losing
that game should have ended their season, and maybe it takes a completely different turn. Perhaps Ryan Day's not even the coach of the team anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? What did you do after that game? Can you remind me what the Buckeyes do after they lost to Michigan last year?
Yeah, they won out.
And won what?
Won it.
The national championship.
Yep.
So, of course, it's important. It's important to the current students. It's important to the alumni. It's important to all the fans of the Buckeyes. But you can't build it into something it's not anymore. This is not the end-all, be-all. And by the way, I'm saying that not because I truly believe that, but if you take that mentality, you're going to smoke them. You're welcome.
I think the weather's going to be bad. The quarterback is from Southern California. He's never played in games like this. He's the most accurate quarterback in the country. I think a lot of what Z says is true. I think their defense is giving up 7 points a game. They're historically good. All you have to do is get to 21, and you should be fine. I can't see a scenario where Michigan scores 3 touchdowns in this game, so unless you give them the football or turn it over, it's hard to find a way. And I do think the real key to this, the only real flaw this team has this year is what I've coined the short red zone. So inside the 7-8 yard line, somewhere in there, they have on multiple times this season gone for it on 4th down and goal and not gotten it. And I think this is the type of game Saturday, 3 works. If you get inside the 5 and they stuff you, the amount of energy that it gives that stadium is hard to – you can't – there's not a data point that can measure it properly. If you get down there, kick the field goal, go up 3, and make them chase. If you make this Michigan team chase you, I don't think they can. So just handle your business in the red zone. Every single – what Jim Tressel did not say the punt is the most important. That's a big misnomer. The punt's the most important play in football. That's not what he said.
No.
He said any play that ends with a kick is the most important play in football. So what he means by that is extra points, field goals, that's the difference was what he went with that. And I think that's important. I think get points when you can, make Michigan chase, and you'll be fine.
Let me say this as well, because this ties into it. I think that there is a misnomer that has somehow burrowed its way into Ryan Day's head that it's not enough to beat Michigan. He has to beat Michigan in a certain way by proving the toughness of Ohio State.
So that goes back to, for the longest time, whichever team won the rushing battle won the game.
Okay. Well, you have the best quarterback and receivers in the country, so.
But it's crazy because, like, J.K. Dobbins went for 200 against him. Carlos Hyde damn near went for 200 against him. Beanie went for 200 against him. Zeke went for 200 against him. Like, there's all these instances where, like, whichever running back, like there's like on the Michigan side, like Biaka Batuka.
Tim Biaka.
remember
There's
that.
these crazy games that where like whoever runs it the most wins it. Like there was a stat. So I think that's where that kind of came from.
That's fine.
But don't
Just
worry about
win.
it anymore. Just win the
Just
game.
win, baby. Al Davis. Just win, baby. Just it don't make it bigger than it has to be. Just it's a football game that you're the better team. Go out and win.
Yep.
Next.
Second down.
What is your most memorable moment or player in the Ohio State Team Up North rivalry?
You went to one. You were at the game of the century, weren't you?
I was at the game. That's where they got stopped on the fourth down. Michigan got.
Was that the
or where Michigan thought it was short? It was.
Oh,
in
that
Ohio,
you were there
I
in
was at
16.
Yeah.
I was there.
That was the
16.
Curtis Samuel walk-off.
Yes.
That's probably the loudest that stadium ever was.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a very fun.
So that's a
awesome
fourth down.
environment.
J.T. Barrett sneaks it. Harbaugh forever is going like
They
this.
get short.
Short.
Yeah, yep.
First
Jalapeno
down.
peppers on that team, I want to say.
Yeah, and then the next play, Curtis Samuel walks it off and
that's
wins it. And game over.
Game
it's
over.
amazing when you rewatch the highlight of that, like how quickly they had because fireworks went off. Like he's barely in the back of the end zone, and fireworks are going off in the stadium. Like that's how quickly they had it.
Yeah, that one
locked
was
in.
really cool. That's the only one that I've been at personally.
Yeah.
And then I remember the year, I want to say it was in the early 2000s, where it was 1v2. Chad Henne.
That's 06. That's game of the century.
Yeah, that
number
one.
one
So I
versus
wasn't
number
at
two.
that, but I remember vividly watching it. I was in New York, I want to say for a wedding, and I remember watching it in the hotel and being very engrossed in that game.
Yeah, it was number one versus number two. They've played as top five times in the last decade, both in the top five. The previous stretch record for that was the 10-year war with Woody and Bo. They played 7 times when they were both ranked in the top 5. So they've done this a lot, which is why it's the best rivalry in college football by a wide margin. There's a lot. I was at every one from 07 through 16. I've been at a couple since. The one that it has nothing to do actually with the game. They had a senior captain in the 2012 team when they were undefeated named Johnny Simon. He was a Cardinal Mooney kid, and he was the heart and soul of that team. And they were undefeated. They couldn't play in a bowl game, and he had a big-time knee problem, and he wanted to play in the game. And his knee was the size of a grape. Oh, it's bigger than a grape. It was the size of a watermelon. And he tried getting it drained to be able to play. And I'll never forget, we were all wondering, like, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? They were trying to be undefeated in 2012. And I looked down from the press box, and I saw him not in his uniform, but with a brace on his knee. He was the last kid introduced, tears streaming down his face because he couldn't play in it.
Yeah.
Urban hugged him like it was his son, and I thought, that's what it is right there. That's what it meant. That's the game. It's there. What he did to play, and then it wasn't enough. And it just broke him to not play. And I love Johnny Simon.
Really good football
That's a good
player.
story.
Yeah.
The year they beat Michigan to go to the national title in 2002.
02, sure.
Is
Well, 'cause Tress
14-9. It was trestle ball all the way.
Yeah.
The Prince who was
nail
promised.
biter to get to the Orange Bowl, and and just what the fan. My buddies were still there. Like,
yeah,
just insane.
Yeah, that it's hard to. I was in Florida at that time, so it's hard. I can't even imagine because it'd been forever.
Oh,
since
shirts,
they've been on that stage.
I have all the
you know.
newspapers still, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magical team.
Next.
Third down.
Fact or fiction, Ohio State can win the national championship with only one of its 2 wide receivers.
It's a fact, as long as that. I really think it's Jeremiah Smith needs to be the one. That's not a disrespect to Carnell Tate. It's just Jeremiah Smith is, I think, generational. I think that they've got their quarterback is great. Their talent overall is great. But as you said it before, it's the defense. They don't need to score a ton of points to win.
No, I saw a mock draft today that had Arvell going 1, Caleb Downs going 7, and by the way, to the Bengals.
I've seen them go 1-2.
Yeah, and then Sonny Styles in the top 15. There's 4 defensive players in the first round because Cade McDonald's going to be first round or 2. I think they have 4 first-round picks on their defense, and the 3 of those, Reese, Styles, and Caleb, they are so damn smart. Like what he does, what Patricia does with them is pretty remarkable. What he's doing with them.
Yeah.
The way they disguise stuff. So, yes, they can. As long as it's Jeremiah, I think they can. Yeah.
Final one.
Fourth down.
What is the best rivalry this weekend in college football that is not Ohio
Well, hold
State,
on a second here.
Michigan?
I prepare for this.
Okay.
It doesn't say this weekend.
Okay. I'll take
thank
out
you.
this weekend.
Thank you. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Brawl of the Wild, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Man, going
Montana
for my
State.
heart.
Let's go.
Yeah, big win last week.
Big
with
win,
the Fighting Bobcats.
31-28. They've won, correct me if I'm wrong here, Bo, 2 in a row,
That's
3 out of 4, and 7 of the last 9.
They're cruising. I mean, when I was a kid, the Grizz won all the time.
So I'll have you know, and
Yeah.
one of the reasons I said, obviously, is to cater to
Which
your
I
heart,
appreciate
and
a
because I
great
love
deal,
you
yeah.
a great deal. But when I was in the elevator in Vegas, couple of our coaches were on there, like quality control or assisting, and they were all they were just talking about how great the Brawl of the Wild was and how
really
that was like the coolest. Have you ever been to one? And one guy's like, yeah, and he's like, it's so cool to stay like the view.
Yeah.
It's just the experience of it is awesome. So that's what I'm going with.
Go if you ever do go. If you're looking for like a bucket list thing to go to it, go to and I'm Montana State.
You have to go to
guy, but
Missoula.
Go to Missoula because
Yeah.
that stadium it's
in the mountains,
right in the base of Hellgate Canyon. And so it's the panorama is the Rocky Mountains. Like it's crazy cool place. So that would be it. You know what makes Ohio State? There's a thing is they both have been really great for 50 years and really 100 years. Like Auburn, Alabama's this weekend, the Iron Bowl. But there's great stretches of time where one of them is terrible.
It's awful.
And there's stretches of time when they're both been bad, and they didn't play for 40 years. Probably my favorite, and I think the only thing that dings it from being on the Ohio State-Michigan level is when it's played, is probably Red River. I think Texas-Oklahoma would be an awesome game, but it's played in the
Mid-season.
first weekend in October every year, so it doesn't quite have the consequences. One of pure hate is going to happen Friday night, which is Texas A&M. Like, that is pure hate. Another one that's pure hate is Missouri-Kansas, but they play now earlier in the season, too. There's a lot of them out
They
there
should
that
take
just have hate.
Oklahoma, Texas, and they should put it on Black Friday.
That'd be great.
That'd be
great. But they love it at that state fair.
I
They do
know
it at
they
the state
do.
fair, and they do all of that. But, like, that one is that's a really cool one that's out there.
Let's go, Buckeyes.
Absolutely. Score big with Howard Hanna, the official real estate partner of your Cleveland Browns, is Northeast Ohio's #1 real estate provider, dedicated to helping you make the best move. Visit howardhanna.com/go Browns to explore your winning options today. We'll do a little over or unders coming up next. You'll listen to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland. OBM, the preferred provider of copiers and document services for your Cleveland Browns. They'll tackle any size office at 216-485-2000 or visit OhioBusinessMachines.com. All right, time for a little game we like to call Over Under. I got to tell you. So we had 7 last week. Z backed up a 5-0 with a 5-2.
Oh,
So
baby.
5-0 with a 5-2.
Yeah, we call it moving time. Yeah.
Gibby, you were bad. 4-3. You guys had all same except for one, so that's the way it was going to go.
Got it.
Z, you are now 35-22 overall.
Yeah, 35. Yeah.
Gibby, 32-25. So you're
32.
back.
Not as good. Yeah.
Less than much. All right, here we go, boys. We have a 7-pack again, Mr. Z.
Young Gabriel. Come bring yourself to the camera. Young Gabriel's over-unders last week.
Yep.
Where he gave 2 of them.
He did.
One was the opening kickoff,
Yep.
over under 27.5 yards.
Yep.
Do you know what the opening kickoff was?
28.
28. The
Yep.
other was Carson Schlesinger over under 9.5 tackles. The number was?
10. Actually, I think it was 11.
If you count the special teams, it was 11. But
Yeah.
Young Gabriel.
Yeah.
That's right. The ball's not going to spike itself.
Good job out of him.
That's 27.5 and it's 28 is
It's crazy.
unbelievable.
It really is.
I would imagine he's going to get a call from somebody in Las Vegas.
Oh, baby.
A bookmaker.
Why not? All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
I'm always ready.
Dodgeball.
Pass attempts for first-time starter Shedeur Sanders in his home debut. 20.5. Dr. Z. 20.5. Pass attempts.
That's over, dog. That is over. This is going to be a good competitive football game. Weather's not going to be great, but we're not asking for him to throw it 50 times. We're asking for him to throw it 21.
21 times.
Doable.
Give it.
For whatever reason, because I'm awesome at guessing numbers, I thought you were going to say 27, so I over.
So you're well over.
Yeah.
Over. All right, well over. All right. Next.
Over, under.
All right, we're gonna get a little creative with our boy Christian McCaffrey here. So you can have over under Quinshon Judkins and Dylan Sampson over under McCaffrey by himself. Gibbe, total yards.
I will take the Cleveland Browns for 500,
over.
Alex. I'll take S words.
Total yards.
So I just want to throw one thing out here.
McCaffrey's basically 66 each way. So he's about 100 and he's around 125, something like that. 130 a game, yeah.
Last week would have been so he's gone 142, 121, 96, 173, 68, 201, 111, 140, 140, 140, 110, 140.
Yep. But it's not against our defense.
That's right.
Not
At
against
home.
our defense. Now, I will say this because
And Dylan's coming along. He had a
No, this is
66-yarder by
Going back
himself.
to his boyhood love right here.
this is our best game from Dylan. Dylan goes 82.
Yep.
Judkins, this would I think probably be the best combined game that they've had at least recently. So they would have been 129.
Yep.
With a 66-yard catch and run in there. Look, here's the thing. You pick up more yards through the air, and we are going to be beating them. Unlike Gibbe, I have belief in the Browns. And thus,
Yeah, he fixed it.
McCaffrey is going to have all these passing yards. He's leading the league in receptions.
Can't
It's
wait till
gonna be
he's
throw to
wearing his
McCaffrey, throw to
49er jersey
McCaffrey,
under
throw to
his
McCaffrey,
clothing
throw to
on
McCaffrey.
Sunday.
We're down. What is that? What's that, Nathan? We're down 28 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's right. We're going to be
Down
throwing it to
28?
McCaffrey, throwing it to McCaffrey, throwing it
What
to
a
McCaffrey.
picture he's painting.
Yeah, and
What a dominance.
that's it. Dominance. And so, therefore, because of my love and belief in the Browns, McCaffrey.
Next.
Over, under.
By the way, backing
All right,
the Browns
back to
has
you.
served me well. He
Back
hasn't
to
been
you.
backing the Browns. I have.
Brock Purdy completions 17.5.
So
Completions.
Come on, BFF Nate, look it up quick.
I don't
Quick,
need to look it up
quick.
because, again, I
You're
already
looking it
told
up
you
right
how
now.
this.
I'm looking at your screen.
I told you how
So
this
you're
game's
going to go over.
Go.
You got to go over.
Yes, chase, down
Chase,
28.
chase.
Dump it off to McCaffrey. Dump it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey left. McCaffrey
He's
right.
over,
McCaffrey the
give
middle.
it.
Over.
Over 17.5.
Yeah, it's over.
All right, over.
You are not
Sacks.
expecting a whole lot of offensive fireworks in this game so far.
I am not.
The over-under
No,
guys.
I was looking at the weather. I think it's going to be a slog, man. I think it's going to be 13-10.
Yep.
Sacks, turnovers
It's gonna be
for
hard
us.
us. We have 28.
It is.
under those auspices.
I think it's going to be very difficult for us to beat 28. Sacks plus turnovers in this game. We're going 4.5. Gibbe. 4.5. I'll save you the look up. Purdy didn't get sacked last week, although he did throw 3 picks.
They're pretty good in that aspect.
But it's going to be sloppy.
It's going to be sloppy. I'm
picks
sorry.
last week,
We find ways to defy when people tell us we can't do something defensively. We go ahead and we do it. Over.
All right, another over.
I mean, I feel like this could be Myles Garrett's over-under.
So you're going over too?
Of course.
All right.
Good job, Pedro Jr.
Next.
Over. Under.
All right. Thursday football.
Ooh, is this a young Gabriel?
No, young Gabriel didn't participate this week. What? Thursday football.
He sent it to you.
No, I didn't get anything from him.
He sent you a text.
Controversy brewing.
Oh, my God. We'll add these as bonuses.
9.
We got to fly through
niner.
this. All right. Chiefs, Dallas. Total viewers, Dr. Z.
Do these things.
40.5 million total viewers. The record for most viewed Thanksgiving Day game, Giants-Cowboys from 23 was 42.06 for context. So 40.5 million Chiefs-Cowboys. Million.
Can we do 39.5?
Nope.
Bending the rules.
Not bending the rules. It was just an ask. He
Yeah,
said
I
no.
know.
He had the right to say no.
40.
Over.
0.5. Over. Give it.
I'll go under. Just barely, but I'm going under.
Here we go.
If I said under, you would have said over, right?
Thursday
I
night.
was going under the whole time.
Next.
Oh, really?
Over. Under.
All right, Gibbe. There are 6 teams playing on Thursday. 6. AFC total points scored over under NFC total points scored.
Oh, God.
So the Lions are playing the Packers.
Okay.
The Cowboys are playing the Chiefs. And the Ravens are playing the Bengals. So you can have the total points of the AFC or the NFC.
Wow, that is a hell of a question.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't know if anybody's playing defense in any of these games. Boy, the Ravens just haven't gotten right. NFC.
AFC.
All right, so that is an over for Z, and it's
Cincinnati. I'm banking on the Cincinnati-Baltimore game to carry
that's
me.
it. Yeah,
Right.
that's the one. I don't know what the
All right,
Raptors
now we're back. These are the G-Man picks.
G-Man.
Total touchbacks. Who's going first? Z on this one?
Yeah.
Total touchbacks. Over under 1.5. Total touchbacks.
Counting G-Man for clarification purposes, this counts punts as well?
Just kickoffs.
Just kickoffs, okay. Just kickoffs. Who goes first here?
You do.
Where the hell did you pull this from?
Under.
Yeah, I'm going under as well.
All right, under. Next one from G-Man.
Over.
G-Man loves the
Under.
kicking game.
He does. Big kicking game guy. He's special. All right. Longest completion, Gibbe, from Shedeur Sanders. The number is 23.5, Gibbe. 23.5.
I want over in a very bad way, but the weather, I think, is going to prohibit that.
Under?
I will go under.
Over, dude.
All right.
He even went over in the game
Next.
on 4 completions against Baltimore, Gibbe. You have no belief in this team.
Over.
Okay.
Under.
I hope you take Thanksgiving
The
to
actual-
contemplate and get some belief.
Okay.
36.5, Z. 36.5 is the actual. We've never done 9 before either. Breaking all sorts of rules.
28. How many points is 28 to 7?
You had it 28 to nothing.
How many points is 28 to 7?
We're up 28 to
35. Under.
Under. Gibbe?
Over, baby.
All right. We could have a big movement here. Could
Hey,
really happen. Going to be very exciting.
How many differences?
Lot, like 5.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I think
5.
4.
You're at 3 minutes
No,
into the game is
5
going to
or
be going,
6.
hey, what did you have? What'd you have?
5.
5 out of 9.
5 out of 9. Yep. All right. Second hour of the
Not even gonna
program coming up
remember
next. You're listening to Cleveland Browns
ratings
Daily on
based.
850 ESPN Cleveland.
Welcome back to Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Bally Bet, official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Nathan Zegura, very happy to be joined by Isaiah Bond. Isaiah, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Can't complain.
52 yards. 52 yards. That
Yes,
was
sir.
at the time the longest pass play of the season. You'd had that earlier in the year, 35.
Yes,
Get
sir.
52 yards on that one. Got to ask, how close were you to being able to keep your feet right there at the end?
I definitely was very close. I think my momentum definitely took me to the ground, but I tried to dive for the end zone, but I didn't want to fumble it.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of reached the ball back.
Smart, take care of the football. We got it in on the very next play,
Yep.
obviously. We want to see you get that touchdown. But,
Yeah.
you know, you and I have talked, and I see practice every day. You catch 1-2 of those every practice and have been all season long.
Yeah.
And we've just been waiting and waiting for that opportunity in the game. You've been behind the defense sometimes.
Yeah.
Finally got behind. The ball came. What were you kind of thinking when the ball was actually in the air? Because you're like, it's finally happening.
Yeah, I think I get the same reaction every time a deep ball gets thrown at me. I mean, it's go time. I think any type of deep threat or any receiver, whenever there's a ball in the air, you got to have that mentality. That's mine. So that definitely was my mind state.
All right, so pre-snap, they're going cover zero. Now, normally at cover zero, you usually see them give you a little cushion.
Yeah.
Your guy came up and pressed you immediately. So I'm
Yeah.
sure, were you pre-snap, you're like, all right, if we can block this up, I got a good shot here.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I always feel like that. Especially being a fast receiver, if you give me a couple of seconds, I'm going to be open downfield.
When you have somebody in that situation where they're pressing you, and maybe you didn't think they were going to be pressing you, but when they were, how important is that release, and what's kind of going through your mind pre-snap to decide exactly what release you want to get to be able to get vertical?
I mean, honestly, I love when guys come down and press me, because it lets me use my off-season training. All the stuff I've been working for in the off-season, press release, releases, second level moves.
Yep.
So it allows me to use those type of, combats to combat their defense. So I honestly love when people come down and press me.
How different is that from college? Because I imagine in college, not a whole lot of pressing going on.
Yeah, way different. I didn't get pressed at all in college.
So you said you worked on that in the offseason because you knew coming in the league that was going to be something you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the NFL pro. There's athletes just like me out there, you know what I'm saying? So I knew they was definitely going to come down and press. So that's one thing I definitely did work in my offseason is releases.
Well, it paid off right there.
Yep.
When Shedeur makes a throw like that to you, it obviously you saw the reactions from like Miles and guys on the sideline, but how does that help open this offense up when you guys can now put on tape, all right, yeah, we're going to go over the top of you if you come and try to do that again?
Yeah, I think it helps extremely. Every level I've played at, the deep game and the deep pass has always been a part of the offense, and it always helped the offense. It helps the run. It helps everyone on the field because you're not just able to, condense one side of the offense. So it's definitely going to help tremendously.
How have you kind of stayed patient? Because there was a time here where you were not getting the ball.
Yeah.
And then you had a little bit of an injury. You've come back from that. How did you maintain kind of your positivity so that when the moment did come, you rose to the moment and hit it?
Yeah, I got to take back credit to I got a short little story. When I was at Alabama, my motto was, I don't care when I play, I just know when I get in, I'm be ready. So that's always my motto. Whenever, my play is called, I smile. I don't care if it might be a telltale, but I get happy. Yeah. So you gotta go, you might know when the ball is coming if I smile through my helmet.
No, we won't let anybody, the Niners are not allowed to listen to this. Well, you could use that to your advantage. You just go out there and smile and, as a decoy when you're running a clear out route. Because you can run that deep clear out and then you get Jerry on the big over. All of a sudden there's a lot of space there. How's it been working with Tommy now that he's calling the plays? You obviously have known him from your time in Alabama. How has kind of that relationship been, and how have you seen kind of this offense evolve a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Tommy's the OC. Like I said, we had that previous relationship when I was in the collegiate level. So he already knows my skill set and know what I can do. He's seen that play before. Most people seen it on Sunday. He's seen that play a couple times and 100 times in practice. So he's seen, like I said, he knows my skill set, and I'm just happy he's the OC.
Was it getting frustrating at all to know, like, all right, when you're in practice every week, it's like boom, 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 you're catching all these deep balls, but then in the game it just had not come, whether you get behind the defense and the ball's not thrown, protection breaks down, ball's not quite gets there deep enough to you.
Yeah.
Was that kind of tough because they want it, we've been working at it every week and it's there, we just haven't been able to connect on it.
Yeah, 100%. It definitely gets frustrating, especially like you said, when you're open downfield, you're getting behind the defense, the ball doesn't come. But like I said, it makes moments like this way more sweeter.
What's it been like working with Shedeur? Because it's not like you guys had this whole offseason to work together.
Yeah. It's been great so far. I mean, he's another guy waiting for his time, and he came in and he showed up. That shows a great player whenever you're able to come into a pressure situation and you're able to evolve your gameplay. So I give kudos to him as well. It was an amazing pass. I give him all the credit.
Is it as a receiver, and I think we even saw some of the routes in this game, not to you, but where in the past maybe guys thought the ball was not going to come on that particular route, and so they didn't maybe run that route out the way that they would have.
Yeah.
With Shedeur, it feels like down the field, you better be ready, right? Is that something you guys have kind of talked about? And I'm sure as a receiver that's exciting because even if maybe I'm not the primary, but if I get deep and I get free, the ball's going to come in. Even if I'm not, he'll give me a shot, one-on-one to make a play.
Yeah, that's definitely – a good thing for a receiver. It makes you want to, run every route 100% when you got a quarterback like that can throw anything.
Yep.
So it like I said, it's definitely beneficial to the offense.
What have you seen getting ready for the 49ers here? A team obviously it's had a lot of success so far this season, 8-4. They're one of the better teams, one of the better coach teams. Robert Saleh, their DC, does a heck of a job. What have you kind of seen when you put their tape on and how this matchup's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's NFL. Everyone has good players. At the end of the day, it's just going to come down to us, handling the little things right. As long as we handle the little things right, I think we'll get the win. And I feel like that every single week, no matter who we play, as long as you do the little thing right, you'll win the game.
If it is snowing, as it's saying that it might be, will this be your first snow game?
100%. 100% will be my first snow game.
What do you think about that?
Honestly, I'm excited for it. Judy, he's gave me a couple of his experiences he has in the snow, and he said it's one of the more funner games he said he's had. So I'm electrified for the game.
There's got to be some advantage that where you're going and they're more reacting. So if the footing's a little bit off, it would benefit you, I would think.
Yeah, 100%.
But you do like playing in a dome, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Well, in a few years, we'll have one of those here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Isaiah, congrats on the big one. Hopefully this kind of gets it going. They say these things kind of come in bunches, so hopefully we really get you going down the field. And
yes, sir.
And you finish this season strong.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Man, how likable is that guy? He's easy to root for.
He is, and he's been open a lot. It's been frustrating for him, and I don't blame him because he can only do, what he can do. Whoa, a little bit of news right here.
What do we got?
A little bit of news.
Go ahead.
Adam Schefter reporting. Let me click on it. Make sure it's
real.
It is the 4-time Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow coming out of retirement and returning to the Lions for their playoff run.
Really?
Today was the deadline. If a player is on a club's reserve retired list, he must be reinstated prior to that club's Week 13 game. Detroit plays Thursday, deadline today. Ragnow is back. And by the way, I saw 2 articles from somewhat reputable people.
I know where you're going because I think I saw him too.
About Aaron Donald.
I know. I saw it too. I know Siciliano don't want to hear it, but I heard it. I read it from 2 people, and it wasn't like fake nonsense.
No.
It was like, could he be intrigued by this? No, I don't know I don't know what it would be like for him because he is retired. Right? Like, is there a statute of limitations on that?
To me, I guess he would be they would retain his rights.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw it twice this week.
Same.
Yeah, I'm like,
And he was at the game animated, and obviously he is in absurd
ridiculous shape. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine dropping him in the middle of that defense as good as they are right now?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a great job out of them. Like, they did all that they did to go win the Super Bowl, then they won it. Then they hit on their picks.
Without even having picks.
We weren't even having them. And they hit right back. Like the Nacua? They hit on Nacua?
5th round?
Yeah. Crazy.
And Devontae's been
Fisk and
Devontae's been incredible.
Yeah, and it's an easy sell. Who doesn't want to play in that system with Stafford? And yeah,
he's basically their goal line back.
Yeah, I mean they throw that fade to him every time, and he catches it every time.
Yeah,
and Stafford puts it right on the screws.
Yeah.
So, all right, time for the matchup presented by Ballybet. Ballybet Sportsbook, official sports betting partner, your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly. The matchup that the Browns have to win on offense Sunday is what?
I think you need to hit chunk plays. You need to take care of the football. I mean, that is critical. And I want to see this run game get going, especially if the weather is a little inclement. I want to see this run game get going against this defense. They're a top 10 run defense. They've not been as good of a pass defense, which we mentioned, but I think it's the same thing. Get the run game going, hit some chunk plays, and protect the football. And if you do that, I think you're going to win. They do not rush the passer. Like, they don't rush the passer. Myles Garrett has as many sacks in the last 4 games as they have on the season.
On the other side, the matchup the Browns have to win on defense Sunday to win in the final tally is what?
You've got to contain Christian McCaffrey, and you've got to turn Brock Purdy into a pure drop-back quarterback.
Yeah.
That's it. You have got to turn him into a drop-back quarterback. If you can do that, you've got a chance.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, we'll get your keys to victory and your fantasy minute. It's all coming up next. You listen to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're presented by Ballybet, official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland. The new Rumpke Recycling Resource Center helps feed the circular economy by supplying Ohio companies and others in the Midwest with material they need to put what you place in your bins to good use. To learn more about the facility and how you can recycle more, visit rumpke.com today. Your forecast on Sunday, high of 42, a real feel of 29, 58% chance of precipitation. A little rain in the morning, otherwise cloudy and windy. It's on the lake. It could be anything. I saw some pictures from like Port Clinton area, like the fact that you could walk about a half mile into Lake Erie because the water's
drop
down 12
almost
feet.
6 feet.
Yeah, it's like a mile out there.
All of
the
those
beach goes.
freighters, they sent all the freighters, the iron ore boats, everything's out in the middle of the lake right now, staging out there. They dropped anchor, and they're just going to ride out this storm out there.
Just hanging it out. And there's flood on the other side, near Buffalo and stuff. So be careful out there.
Yeah, I mean, they were saying they were forecasting something that could be like 14-foot waves.
That's nuts.
Pull out your jet skis.
I used to love that.
I know.
But that was on a 6 to 12-foot wave.
Yeah. 14.
14.
Much.
I don't even know about 12. Probably
I don't know.
more
Did
like
you even
6
have
to 8.
kids at that point?
I did.
Oh, okay.
And it was not looked upon fondly by my mother-in-law or my wife, but it was more than fine.
Yeah.
I was more than fine. I was on a jet ski. I was fine. Safe. Nothing to see here. All right, time for your Fantasy Minute presented by Scaleco Capital. Scaleco Capital, proud private equity partner of your Cleveland Browns. We're getting close, buddy.
We are getting close. And let me tell you something. This is most leagues now, the fantasy playoffs start in week 15. So this is it. This is the end of the rope. It's this week and next week.
Mm-hmm.
Something you have to plan for that I don't remember ever having this happen. And you should plan ahead. In week 14, the Niners, Giants, Panthers, and Patriots are all on byes.
What?
So plan ahead. If you're a team that,
Niners,
for example, I know The Miz, and I don't know if he's listening or not, but his 2 quarterbacks are Drake May and Brock Purdy.
Oh, no.
So he's not going to have a quarterback. He also has Ted McMillan, so his team's going to be – and they play us, which is great. But that's something you've got to plan for now. So that's just something to think about. But as we get here into week 13, because this year it falls on Thanksgiving, there are no buys this week, so the buy should, and you have enough games for the windows, just do like 8 teams over 4, only their buys are only 4 weeks.
100%.
8 teams per week.
100%.
You'd be fine.
Absolutely.
And you could do it even like 2 divisions at a time. It's totally it's fine.
This isn't hard.
Not hard. All right, here we go. Quarterbacks this week. At this point, you go with what you've got, right? This has to be a Lamar Jackson bounce-back game. You stick with him. And if you've got Joe Burrow and been waiting and you don't have a significantly better option, I think you play him this week as well. But it's the guys. And the one guy that's kind of the, not a household name quarterback type that's been a really good fantasy quarterback is Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he has just produced every single week he's been out there. Running backs, it's, again, the guys that you know. Josh Jacobs is back. We found out today he will play against the Lions. I think you can start him. ETN's been playing well. Chase Brown's coming on really strong, which is nice to see for him. Rico Dowdle posting some things in Carolina saying basically, hey, I didn't get the ball enough. I need the ball more. We'll see how that plays out. I think that Harvey in Denver is a good start this week against Washington. Vidal Sassoon is still a good start this week as long as Omarion is not back. And then Kareem Hunt's been playing very well against Dallas. It's in the end zone. Here's one on your waiver wire if you need a running back. Probably has been picked up, but if your league runs waivers tonight, Devin Neal is somebody you can look at with Alvin Kamara out in New Orleans. Wide receivers, again, I think Yoshavash is a good little kind of pick up and play if you're looking for a wide receiver this week just because it's against Baltimore and we know Higgins is out, so he'll be the number
Burrow's
2.
Back.
And Burrow is back. You're darn right he's back. So he's kind of one of those guys that I would look at. There's an extra one. Defensive matchups and tight ends. Tight ends, at this point, you kind of know what's going on. Defensive matchups this week. I like the Chargers as a pickup and play against Las Vegas. I like the Rams against Carolina, Denver against Washington. And Seahawks against Minnesota. Those are probably the big ones this week. Jags, they think get a lot of takeaways, and the Jags this week, they play another one. Jags play Tennessee. Falcons play the Jets.
There you go.
There you go.
The fun, the Thursday and Friday is pretty ridiculous. Now, the fun for us comes up next.
Scores.
Holy smokes. A full slate. No buys.
No buys.
16 of them. Coming up next, Cleveland Browns Daily, presented by Ballybet, official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland.
You're going up.
Fill your game day cooler with the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea, smooth, real brewed tea. 5% kick of alcohol. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. Time for Week 13 of a little game we like to call Do Pay Attention to the Scores.
Yeah, baby.
There
We
you
finally
go.
crossed the 50 threshold for the season, combined 52 games over 500 we are right now. Bo, big bounce back last week. 9-5, middling 7-7 for me. Ugh. Nonetheless, here we go. Week number 13.
Crazy, huh?
Buckle up.
We don't need to do the Monday night game today, right? Don't we?
No.
Or unless we're going to take.
Correct.
Are we going to have a victory Monday?
No, my guess is no.
Hoff's in studio with us all of Monday.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
baby.
The Hostradamus.
That's right. Welcome to Thanksgiving 2025. We kick things off. Packers, Leones from Detroit City. Burkhart, Brady, Andrews, Rinaldi. The pageantry of Thanksgiving. Nathan Zagura, lead us off. Right now, the Lions on the outside looking in on the playoffs.
I like the Packers. I've liked the Packers all year long. Lions at home, good. They're going to be a good team. I think the Lions actually do win this game, but I think maybe they win it late on a field goal, 31-30.
Boy, just slight, same but different. This is actually 2.5 this morning, so it's changed a little bit.
Well,
I like that a little bit more. You like that a little bit less.
I do.
Ragno back. I know he's not playing this week, but a little bit of juice with that. Are they going to wear the berries? I've heard they're going to wear the berry uniforms tomorrow.
You like that? I do like the berries.
I like the berries. Give me the Leos to handle some business in this one. I think it's going to be a really good game. Let's go Leos 35, Packers 31.
To the middle game of the afternoon, Nance, Romo, Wolfson, CBS, Kansas City survives last week. Can they keep on surviving? 6-5. They are in Big D to take on the Cowboys. Cowboys have won 2 in a row. More of a must-win game for Dallas than Kansas City here. Bo Bishop.
Yeah, I just think Jerry had his big moment. He had a 21-point comeback on Sunday. Landman debuted with a big number. He should have won an Emmy for Landman. I just don't think he's going to have too many nice things in a week. And it just sets up for Mahomes playing well on Thursday. He threw for 300 yards last week. They were kind of clunky. I think they're less clunky. I think they win. I think it's a good game, but I think they win this one 28-24.
I think this actually could be a beating. I think they're going to get up, and I think they're going to keep rolling here. I like this one. Chiefs, big, 35. Cowboys, 14.
The nightcap on Thanksgiving. Burrow is back. The Bengals on the road in Ratbird territory in Baltimore. Crab cakes probably in the press box for a big night game like that.
Yeah, time of their lives.
Simon's probably going to build the Bengals for it. It'll be great. Ravens
He will build
hosting
them for it.
the Bengals. Nathan Zagura.
Imagine Mike Brown. Hey, who's this? Who's Simon? Why is he charging me
Simone.
for crab
Who's
cakes?
Simon Jellin?
Who's this Jellin guy charging me
Magellan
for
like Magellan?
for crab? I don't pay for the media's food except once a year with turtle soup.
But he won't even let them know he's billing them until they're in valet about to get into their cars.
That's right. That's
And
right.
they'll
Then
be
he'll
like,
let him
actually,
know.
no, you got to come back.
They'll be in the motorcade
Imagine
at the
being that
airport.
manager
By the way,
of
you
that
did
now
not pay your
defunct
tab.
that now defunct restaurant, like going, oh no, they forgot to pay.
No, dude.
And then having to come out
it
and
was
like
free on
have a
Simone.
conversation with us about it.
But what about just we won a free dinner, and then Simone's like, oh yeah, no, and it was not the portion we paid for was not cheap.
No. Was
it like 150?
The three of us
200 a person?
combined?
No.
It was
Oh,
more
it
than-
was 150 each. Yeah.
for a free dinner.
For a free
That's
dinner.
right.
Yeah. That we had to eat with him,
Yeah,
which I would never do.
he's got a great beard.
Oh, I
now.
like his
Even if
company.
you paid me.
I do like his company.
The Galan.
I like him in doses. 6 seconds. In and out. That's all. I don't need a whole evening.
a whole evening. Well, not that ends that way.
No.
Zagura.
I'm going to be so mad at myself because I'm going to do what just seems so obvious, and there's no reason to do the things that seem so obvious, except in this case, I just feel like it has to be. So I'm going to take the Bengals side of this 35-31, but this, who wouldn't do that, which makes me think like it's dumb.
Yeah, I know it. I'm doing the same. I think the Burrow bump is there, and the Ravens haven't been lights out. So
which is why is it this?
I know. I think the Ravens do win the game, but I think it's close. We'll go Ravens 27, Bengals 21.
To Black Friday we go. Are you a pretender or are you a contender? This game might summarize that to a T. Chicago on the road at 8-3 in the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia 8-3. Bo Bishop.
The Chicago Bears are 8-3, and this is what it is. On a team that just had a 21-0 lead and gave it all up. That's dysfunctional, fighting. Somebody knows something. Philly by 1 billion.
Same. That's what we should be doing on the Baltimore one. But
one of those is going to go that way, and it will probably be the opposite. But
we'll be so mad.
One of them's going to go the Gat way, and the other one's going to go the way it should.
One of those games will be a beating.
I think so, yeah.
Next, the Titans continue their march to the number 1 pick. We go to the Sunday 1 o'clock slate. Spiro, Archuleta, Aditi, Titans hosting the all of a sudden very good, maybe not, frisky Jacksonville Jaguars at 7-4. Nathan Zagura.
So I feel like this is line reflects that maybe people didn't really watch the Seattle game, and I know that the Tennessee was on the right side of that line, but Seattle just stopped trying.
Yep.
They could have beaten them. They could have scored 60. I think the Jags are very much in their. They have a lot to play for, and they're going to keep the pedal to the metal, as it were. Jags 7, Titans 0.
I think this is going to mirror their game against Houston from a couple of weeks back when Houston went in there and won 16-13. I think it's going to mirror that. So I like Jacksonville to win. Unfortunately for us, I mean, what the hell? I'll go either way. I'm the same. I'm going to go Titans to win outright. Titan win. They get a win. They get it outright.
Beautiful. Next up on Sunday at 1 o'clock, another pretender or contender game. The Houston Texans are 6-5, winners of 3 in a row. Texans on the road in Indy. Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn, Bo Bishop.
Yeah, I mean, it's really remarkable. Houston's won 4 out of 5, 3 in a row without C.J. Stroud. Possibility he's going to play this week, I think. I saw something like that earlier today. We'll see. This is really early in the week to be doing this, so we're hanging out a little bit. I'm just going to go gut here. There was a time, and I still think they're pretty close to that, if not, where the Colts had the largest margin of victory in the league, and I think they still do. I think they get one at home. I think they get back on track a little bit. I like the Colts winning this one comfortable. 27, Texans 17.
Texans D is too good. Too good. Colts, yes, they take care of business at home, but it's going to be by a field goal, 24-21.
By the way, Colts number 2 in that differential. Now,
who got them?
Rams.
Yeah, Ramets passed them.
Up next, 2 teams that don't want to win, probably vying for a tie if at all possible. New Orleans on the road in South Beach. The Saints are 2-9. The Dolphins are 4-7. This one is on Fox. Nathan.
I like the way the Dolphins have been playing lately. And New Orleans was dreadful against Atlanta.
They were.
And if I recall correctly, Miami trounced Atlanta in Atlanta. I like the Dolphins. Comfortable here. They're on down there South Beach having the time of their lives. The sun's going to be out.
It's going to be out.
It's going to be a great time for them. Dolphins 67. Saints say, "Aw, shucks." -2.
Samesies. Give me the Dolphins.
In a game that the people in their own markets won't want to watch, the Atlanta Falcons, gutless on the road in Jersey to take on the New York Football Jets. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Megan O'Leary, we appreciate you going overseas for all the bad football. Welcome back. Here's some more bad football for you. Bo Bishop.
Like they were in Madrid. Now they're calling this
Shouldn't
game.
feel so bad, I guess, but I do.
Yeah, I think here's the crazy thing with Atlanta. The Bucs play the Cardinals with maybe not Baker. We'll see. Very losable game for them.
I can tell you Baker Mayfield listed as a non-participant in today's practice.
Yeah,
Bucky Irving actually practiced.
He had an availability, I think, yesterday where he talked about like how he has to think about the big picture and all these things. So there's that. So that's a very winnable game for the Cardinals. And then the other one in that division is Carolina. They got the Rams. If the Falcons win, they're going to be a game out of the division. And I think they do win in New York. I think they take care of business and win with Kirk Cousins. No London again in this game for them, but I think they do just enough. I love the fact that the score is what the score is. I like them winning 16-13.
Same.
And I would tell you this is the perfect opportunity for the Falcons to be gutless and choke on this.
No.
That division's terrible.
They are terrible.
Horrible, Kitty.
Next, Arizona, the team we were just talking about. On the road, Cardinals are 3-8, struggling. But the team they're playing, struggling just as bad. Tampa Bay's lost 3 in a row. They're 6-5. Buccaneers, Cardinals. Nathan.
Did we have YouTube for that Joe Namath, Susie Colbert that you just did? That's the Namath. I could care less if the team is struggling. Was that live? Was that when
live.
we had YouTube live? No, I remember watching it. But was YouTube fully operational when you did that?
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing, like, was Twitter and all that where it was immediately
I don't know.
shareable?
No.
It was immediately shareable, but I don't know if, like, Twitter was as big then.
Yeah.
Let's see when we'll tell you the year. When your recollection, what year
I would
was
say
that?
it would be, like, I would say Rex Ryan was there, and I would say it would have been, like,
mid-2000s?
08?
2003.
Oh, my gosh, 03.
Wow.
So YouTube probably wasn't.
I Want to Kiss You, the infamous moment captured on Sunday Night Football is later described by Namath as a blessing in disguise because the public embarrassment let him confront and overcome his alcoholism.
Yeah, and there was no YouTube in 03.
No. Let's say what?
No social media. And that didn't come until later in the decade.
Yeah, no.
So that was one where, like, all of us watched it live. And then there was, like, in those days, there was, like, hot clicks in the big lead. Like, they would put up the videos. That's kind of the only way you saw it, was that way.
Yeah,
but I don't even remember what the player was.
I didn't realize
on
it was 03.
Yeah, I would have thought more like 07, 09, somewhere in there.
Rounding out the 1 o'clock
YouTube.
slate.
So,
The Carolina Panthers march towards Bo Bishop's wallet continues. The Panthers playing
We
host.
forgot the Bucks, Gibby.
Oh, thank you.
Brissett to McBride. Bucks win by 3, 27-24.
Same. Yeah.
Gotcha.
McBride.
Yep.
All right, now we move on. Ramit playing in Charlotte, taking on Carolina. The Rams, maybe the best team in the National Football League. A big test on the road, though. Bo Bishop.
Yeah. This gimmick worked last time. I'm not going to put you through all the gimmick. I just think that the Rams are a machine right now, and I think they bury them 31-14.
The Rams are a machine. That's just a lot.
It's a lot.
On the road, home dog. They could be up 14 in the fourth quarter, not care at all. They know that they've got the game over.
Yep.
I think Carolina is going to be able to be close enough. Rams 34, Panthers 24.
That would do it.
To the 4 o'clock slate we go. The Minnesota Vikings not playing so well.
Is Brosmer starting? This number makes me think Brosmer has been announced that he's starting.
It might be 13.5 if it were McCarthy.
It might be.
This makes it's not.
He did get all the first team reps.
McCarthy?
Today.
Seattle by $1 billion. I don't care. This Brosmer, they have no chance. The only thing that bothers me about Seattle is they are notorious off the pedal team. Like they had the one game where Darnold was 11 for 11 in the first half for like 180 yards and 3 touchdowns, and they didn't do anything after that. But I don't care. I think they need to score. 12 points to cover this line. So Seattle, ram it, massive beating.
Same. Can you imagine Justin Jefferson?
Oh, he's so mad. No, he is mad. He's very unhappy.
Like Jackson Smith and Jigba is putting up like an all-time season
with Darnold.
And they have nobody. They don't have Addison. Like he's on an island. Like they don't have. He doesn't have Addison as a compliment. Like it's him stand. He's got over 40% of their receiving yards.
And I think for Darnold, this has to be. I think he's going to say, "Listen, Clint, let's keep going here.
Let's
There's a little personal for me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Next,
an incredible
the
sliding
main
doors.
game of the week in the 4 o'clock window. Buffalo on the road in the city that smells like hot dog water. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Squealers hosting the Bills. Nance, Roma, Wolfson. Double duty this weekend. Bo Bishop. It's a big game for Buffalo.
It's a big game for Pittsburgh.
It's a big
Yes.
game.
Because they're gonna see on Thursday night that Baltimore improves to 7-5. Rodgers seems like he's gonna. He wanted to play last week. It seems like he's gonna go. He was talking about callousing and all these things today. So, it feels like he's going to go. Look, they can play all the renegade they want. It's not going to be enough for them to beat Buffalo at home. I think Buffalo wins this game 31-28.
Do you now?
I do.
All right, so let's look at the Bills' season. When they've lost back-to-back games once, which was the Patriots and Falcons in weeks 5 and 6. They came off of that. They beat the Panthers by 31. Then they lose to the Dolphins next week. They beat the Bucs by 12. Lose to the Texans. I think they handle. I just don't think the Steelers are good, and maybe I'm just biased. I don't know. I think the Bills win this one. Comfortable. 30, -4.
The final game in the 4 o'clock window on Sunday, we go to SoFi, Los Angeles. The Chargers hosting the god-awful Las Vegas Raiders. Nathan.
What's the line that would make you even contemplate Las Vegas?
14.5.
Yeah, same. Chargers.
What is their path? You guys are just out there. Like, how do they?
They don't. They're in a.
I don't
they're
know
in a
what
bad
that
spot.
looks like
I don't
for
know.
the future.
Like, what do you?
You have a couple pieces, but what direction?
They just gave Geno that contract. You just fire the coordinator who you paid all the money to.
Your head coach is in his 70s.
Your head coach is in his 70s. Like, he clearly thought he was coming there to try and win now. They drafted a running back in the first round where the feeling is you were trying to win. And I like Genty. I think he's a nice
Genty's
player,
good.
a really good player. But, like, they have a million issues.
Million.
And I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if they can move Geno. Or they're, like, going to play him for 2 more years. Like, what does that even look like? But, no, I think the number would have to be 2 touchdowns plus. I just don't see how. I mean, I watched it. I thought if Miles plays the last series, I think we would have had 2 more sacks against them. There was a swinging door. Now, they don't have our defense. The Chargers don't. But still, yeah, Chargers by $1 billion.
Final one, Sunday Night Foosball. Good news, we'll watch 50 quality games before we get to this one, so we don't have to really watch this. Denver, winners of 8 in a row. They are 9-2 on the road in Washington to do battle with the Commanders. Bo Bishop.
I think Jaden's playing in this.
Is he?
I think so. I mean, it's early.
The last I just heard was no.
Not?
On yesterday's Good Morning Football, they thought he needed 1 more week.
1 more week?
But I don't know.
I mean, that's the issue with doing this now.
Yeah.
Makes that tough.
Yeah.
So let's just do that this way. If he plays, I think they stay in it, and I think they make it frisky. I think Denver wins a close game, but Denver's offense isn't scary. Their defense is really good, so they don't really housing anybody anyway. I like Denver winning kind of a slugfest 17-13.
Let's see if we have any updated news here for you. He will resume practicing Week 13, but he's not expected to return to the starting lineup in time for Sunday's matchup against the Broncos, Adam Schefter of ESPN reports.
All right.
So I'll take the Broncos over the Mariotas. Comfortable. 7-0.
That'll do it. Yes. So there's 3 that went a point or a half point even from morning to afternoon, and that's one of them.
Yep.
That one was 7.5 this morning, and now 6.5.
Huh.
The Chiefs one was 3. Now it's 3.5, and the Lions was 2.5. Now it's 3.
John Kine, by the way, of Dan Quinn on Jane Daniels. We would not put him out there if he was not able to fully express who he is as a player. Until that point, they'll just keep working toward his return. He has more steps to go, still not cleared for contact, can take some reps.
I like that line from Burrow. Like, I don't know if you guys saw his press conference yesterday when he was like, I'm a football player. I'm healthy. I'm going to play. Like, because someone's like, well, Joe, did you think about just shutting it down? Like, it's not doing you guys any good to win these games. He's like, I'm a football player. Like, I'm going to play.
Yeah, I want to play. Exactly.
Like, what are you kidding? Like, they're compensating me to play. It's my job. I'll go handle my business. So much more to come, including our score, the Buckeye score, the apple pie bourbon recipe. It's all coming up next. Cleveland Browns Daily, 850 ESPN Cleveland. All right, this is the first Friday. Get your pens and paper ready. This is the gift that gives for a month. I like using Woodford for this. I like the clear bottle. I like the way that it marinates. I like the way it looks on the shelf. So take a bottle of Woodford or bourbon of your choice. You could use rye, whatever you want, but I think bourbon's the best, and I think the mash bill on Woodford's really good for this. So take that, pour out 3 fingers, and put it in a glass. Take a Granny Smith apple, cored, peeled, sliced thin as you can.
Razor thin.
Razor thin. Put those babies in. Mr. Zegura.
Have you ever thought about a Honeycrisp?
I like...
Since our favorite apple.
We're getting the sweet from the vanilla, so I like the tart of the Granny Smith with it. But worth a consideration.
What balance?
Put the Granny Smith apple in.
Do it.
1 cinnamon stick. The old recipe called for 2. You and I have talked, and I think that's right.
We've evolved,
especially as you wait a month. I think
it
starts to get really cinnamony if you do that. So I go 1 cinnamon stick.
Yep.
And then I go 2 Madagascar vanilla beans. I take the tip of your knife and just slice down the middle of those babies. They're kind of funky looking things, but so when you see, and they're expensive. But when you see them, just kind of go right down the middle. Get those things to open up, put those in, put the cork back in, and then enjoy the holiday week, the Christmas holiday week, and then away you
I will
go.
say, if you are not inclined, or you find it tough to find the actual Madagascar vanilla bean,
they're tough.
A small one of the Madagascar vanilla extract, the whole thing, right in there.
Yeah, that'll go too. You could even any sort of vanilla.
Once it is corked, do not open.
No,
not for any circumstances.
I leave it in. I leave it in there.
Makes
and then
a great gift.
I open it. It does. It's a great gift. I do it as favors and stuff, and we have some traditions that we do it, and then we pop it for Christmas Eve.
Yep.
A couple days before Christmas, and then enjoy it that week between Christmas and New Year's. It's a good one.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Fantastic.
Yep. We ready? We got some scores?
We have scores. We go on Saturday to the game in the land up north. It's Ohio State. It's that other team.
Yeah.
Bishop.
I mean, look, they're 20.5-point favorites last year in this game and lost 13-10.
That was a gross
just
game.
Ridiculous. Like, how does that – it just doesn't even make sense. So
no sense.
I do like the way they've approached this week, and I think their defense is built for this game. There's an extra added element to this, and Matt Patricia going back to the Detroit area. Remember, he is hated by the Lions, and I think he's going to be excited to go back up there. And I think what they've done over the last really probably 2 months is nothing but vanilla everywhere. 4, I think, is definitely going to play. I think there's a decent chance 17 plays, and I think they will use them both in the red zone. I think their defense is going to be on point. I think the Buckeyes handle business. I think they win.
1 minute.
Relatively comfortable in this one. I'm going to go Buckeyes 28, Michigan 7.
I was going to say 28-12.
Yeah.
To Sunday at Huntington Bank Field, Browns. Shedeur Sanders' first home start. Browns hosting the Niners. Zegura.
I've already said it. 28-7 Browns. Let's go. Dad's not going to be happy. He's not even coming. He's so sure that the Browns are going to win. He's
30.
not even making
not
the
even
trip.
going.
Not making the trip.
I think we take care of business too. I think the defense is going to be a real problem, and I think the slop's going to help. So I think we take care of business. It's going to be a fun one.
21-17
down
Browns.
on the lake. So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thankful for all of you who listen.
Yes.
Be safe over the holiday as well, and enjoy your football weekend. Thanks for listening, everybody. Cleveland Browns Daily, 850 ESPN Cleveland.